Alright, so for my Emulating Emily project, I chose the poem A Charm Invests a Face. A charm invests a face. Imperfectly beheld, the lady dare not lift her veil, for fear it dispelled, but peers beyond her mesh and wishes and denies, lest interview annul a want that image satisfies. So here is my original annotations that I had made myself when I was going through this poem and reading it and trying to decipher things. Obviously, this is a little too much confusion. It's a little bit harder for you all to read, so I tried to create a different annotation guide for you all to follow that's going to be a little bit easier to decipher. And I did this by showing the bubbled words are words that rhyme. The blue ones are words that I chose to be significant as I read along in the poem. And the green in the annotations shows my thoughts and the notes on the blue words that I selected. And the underlined bolded words within the stanzas are the literary elements that are shown from Emily. So here we go. So the first stanza, just like the second stanza, is 4 lines long. And so for the first line, a charm invests a face. Charm is used as a metaphorical symbol for vagueness and also for the unknown knowledge or mysteriousness. It's like a metaphor for a characteristic behind somebody and how they show themselves in society. And the reason I think that Emily chose charm in this case was because to her, she liked distortion, and for her, mysteriousness and acting, being, not giving it all away at once was something that was, in her eyes, beautiful. And in line 2, when she says imperfectly beheld, that just shows, it proves even further how Dickinson likes distortion and how she sees the vagueness of a facial appearance as a charm. And let's see, later on. Oh, and obviously, it's pretty safe to say that societal's views on beauty are not the same as Dickinson's. Society wants a beautiful and unblemished face in the public eye for all to see. And here, it's pretty safe to say that Dickinson prefers a face behind a veil, hence her reference to the lady dare not lift her veil in line 3. The uncertainty of its beauty and not like creating a mystery, which therein lies its charm through Dickinson's eyes. Emily finds real beauty within the secret realm that is created by her veil. And then when I read line 4, when it said, for fear it dispelled, well, first I wondered, well, what is she in fear of? What is it that Dickinson is so afraid of? And then later on, it was from the second stanza, it was pretty safe to say that it's society and its judgment who is against, that could be against who, like, Emily is as a person. And in the second stanza, you see that Emily, or the woman, it's pretty safe to say that this she that Emily keeps referring to in the poem is in fact herself. But in the second stanza, this woman who peers beyond her mesh, she's using her mesh as her veil. It's a defense mechanism for those that desire in interviews, per se, or those who want to step in and see who this personality is and like what kind of person this is. They want to like know her and get to know her. However, it's the mesh behind this veil that is protecting her from society, that keeps her hidden, that keeps everyone separated. And when I say separated, I think that's what annul a want kind of meant. Even though annul is more of a divorce type of imagery, here obviously Dickinson's not getting a divorce from anybody, but she's separating herself, and she's saying that those who choose to go beyond the veil and strip away that mystery can do so at their own risk. But to her, who is the fearful woman behind the veil, admiration and wonderment from a distance is a better situation than annulment or divorce, or separation from society once all those barriers are down and society sees who she is as a person, which then gives them the opportunity to judge her or annul her. And so, yeah. So overall, as a conclusion, it's definitely safe to say that Dickinson's poetry is very personal, and because of that, it's, in my eyes, I think it's definitely Emily's referring to herself in this poem. Also, it is seen that Dickinson was a very shy and self-conscious person, especially about her physical appearance, and I think this can be deduced from her Puritan background. But this low self-esteem has caused her to believe that maybe not only was she nothing special, but that she was in fact living a lie, or living something that she didn't understand and didn't have a answer to. So in her eyes, the best bet to do, or the best thing to do in that situation, was to hide from society. And she was afraid that if people saw the real her, she could be totally annulled from society. And that's why she did the only thing she could do, or believed was left, and that was to go into hiding behind her mesh and stay there and just keep everyone guessing at her charm. And I think that's about the most I got from this poem, and I think this poem really gives an insight as to why Emily chose to be so reclusive as a person and why she lived the life she did. So here is my poem. I followed the same 2 stanzas. I did 4 lines in each stanza, and I did the same rhyme sequence as Emily, but I'll go ahead and read it first. My poem is: a charm invests a face, so tenderly exquisite, but hidden from all who dare try and visit. The mystery is a muse, but never will she reveal the true beauty behind what she may feel. So overall, in comparison, like I said, I did the same rhyme scheme. I did the 2 stanzas with the 4 lines in each, and obviously we had to start with the same line in both. And my poem is definitely similar to Emily's, but I did this on purpose because I really liked what the message that Emily was trying to, or what I felt she was trying to put forward, and what she believes in. I think there's something to be said about those in society who are quiet and aren't always the ones being and portraying themselves first and revealing all there is. There's definitely a sense of a certain aspect of charm to someone that is quiet and someone that doesn't give it all away at once, and it shows that I think it means that they're a deeper person. And for my poem, I focused more on not so much the character aspect as a whole, like Emily did. For hers, she focused more on the person as a whole and like who they are. But for me, I tried to focus more on maybe a specific secret, because in reality, everyone has their own story, and within their own story, there's certain things that they don't share with the entire society, and to me, is what I find charming, and so I tried to capture that within my poem. And yeah, so that's it.